The gentle hum of the morning breeze danced through the open window, bringing with it the scent of blooming roses and the promise of a new day. For Emma, today was no ordinary day. As the golden rays of the sun filtered through the curtains, casting a warm glow across the room, she rolled over and found herself gazing into the eyes of her husband, Jack. Today marked their first wedding anniversary, a milestone they had both been eagerly anticipating. Emma slipped out of bed quietly, careful not to wake Jack. She tiptoed down the hallway, her mind racing with the plans she had meticulously crafted over the past few weeks. In the kitchen, she began to prepare a special breakfast. The smell of freshly brewed coffee filled the air, mingling with the sweet aroma of pancakes and the savory scent of bacon sizzling in the pan. As Emma set the table, she couldn't help but reflect on the year that had passed. It had been a year of firsts, their first home together, their first shared holidays, their first real arguments, and their first reconciliations. Each moment, whether joyous or challenging, had woven the fabric of their lives tighter together. Jack stirred awake to the delicious smells wafting from the kitchen. With a smile, he followed the scent, finding Emma placing the last of the breakfast dishes on the table. His heart swelled with love and gratitude. He walked up behind her, wrapping his arms around her waist and planting a kiss on her neck. "Happy anniversary, my love," he whispered. Emma turned in his embrace, her eyes sparkling. "Happy anniversary, Jack." They enjoyed their breakfast, sharing memories and laughter. After the meal, Jack suggested they go on a hike to the nearby hill where they had shared their first kiss. It was a special place for them, and they both agreed it was the perfect way to start their day. The trail to the hill was a familiar one, but today it felt different, more significant. The path was lined with wildflowers, their vibrant colors a reflection of the love that had blossomed between them. As they reached the top, they found the spot where they had etched their initials into a tree. Jack took Emma's hand, and they stood in silence, soaking in the beauty of the moment. "I can't believe it's been a year," Emma said softly. "It feels like just yesterday we were standing here, dreaming about our future." Jack squeezed her hand. "And now, we're living that dream." They spent the afternoon reminiscing and planning for the future. Jack had another surprise planned for the evening. He had reserved a table at the restaurant where they had celebrated their engagement. It was a quaint little place, nestled in the heart of the city, known for its intimate ambience and exquisite cuisine. As they entered the restaurant, they were greeted by the warm glow of candlelight and the soft strains of a violin. The maître d' escorted them to a cozy corner table, adorned with a single red rose and a bottle of champagne. Jack pulled out a chair for Emma, and they settled in for what promised to be a memorable evening. The meal was a culinary delight, each course surpassing the last. They talked about their favorite moments from the past year and their hopes for the years to come. With every clink of their glasses, they toasted to their love, their friendship, and their shared dreams. After dessert, Jack reached into his pocket and pulled out a small, beautifully wrapped box. Emma's eyes widened in surprise. "Jack, you didn't have to," he smiled, his eyes twinkling. "I wanted to. Open it." Emma carefully unwrapped the box, revealing a delicate silver locket. She opened it to find a tiny photograph of the two of them on their wedding day, their faces radiant with happiness. "It's beautiful," she whispered, tears of joy glistening in her eyes. Jack took the locket and fastened it around her neck. "Just like you," he said, his voice filled with emotion as they walked home, hand in hand, the city lights twinkling around them. Emma felt a deep sense of contentment. They had weathered their first year together, growing stronger with each passing day. She knew there would be challenges ahead, but she also knew they would face them together. Back at home, they curled up on the couch, a blanket wrapped around them. The fire crackled in the fireplace, casting a soft glow over the room. Jack pulled Emma close, and she rested her head on his chest, listening to the steady rhythm of his heartbeat. "I have one more surprise for you," Jack said, his voice a gentle rumble in the quiet room. Emma looked up, curious. "What is it?" Jack reached behind the couch and pulled out a scrapbook. He handed it to Emma, who opened it to find a collection of photographs, mementos, and handwritten notes documenting their first year of marriage. Each page was a testament to their journey, filled with love, laughter, and the moments that had defined their lives together. Emma's eyes filled with tears as she turned the pages, her heart swelling with gratitude and love for the man beside her. "Jack, this is amazing." "Thank you." Jack kissed her forehead. "Thank you, Emma, for being my partner, my best friend, and the love of my life. Here's to many more years together." As they sat together, the scrapbook open on their laps, they knew that this was just the beginning of their story. Their first anniversary was a celebration of the past year, but it was also a promise for the future, a future they would continue to build, hand in hand, heart to heart. And as the night drew to a close, they whispered their dreams to each other, knowing that whatever came their way, they would face it together. Their love, unwavering and true, would be the foundation upon which they built their lives, one beautiful moment